What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about the Xbox business update because it has finally happened. After tons of rumors and speculation and leaks, Microsoft has officially come out and done a talk about the future of the company and the console, talking about exclusive games, how Game Pass is going to work going forward, and even some stuff about games that are coming to the PlayStation 5, which honestly has me pretty excited, but let's dig into it. So first and foremost, this was the format, and I think it was probably a good choice to do it. These are the three heads of Xbox. This is Phil Spencer, this is Sarah Bond, and this is Matt Booty. Pretty much, literally, every single decision about games and release dates and projects that get canceled, it goes through these three people. But this entire talk was very long, it was very in-depth, and a lot of it was about not just Xbox, but kind of the industry as a whole. Now, a bunch of the leaks leading up to this were incredibly pessimistic. People thought that maybe every Xbox game was going to start to come to PlayStation, or maybe Xbox would straight up, maybe stop making consoles. It turns out that's definitely not the case. Now, this is a breakdown. I want to talk about it because this entire thing was strange to me. I'm very optimistic because it does sound like Xbox is just not making enough money. It seems like perhaps Microsoft is annoyed that they spent, hundreds of billions of dollars buying stuff like Bethesda and Activision Blizzard, and they want to try and find a way to make that money back. So here's the dealio. They opened up by confirming that 4 Xbox first-party games are coming to other platforms. Now, they said there will be no change to exclusivity in our strategy, so they said this specifically, Starfield and Indiana Jones are not coming to the PlayStation 5. Now, admittedly, as a person that loves collecting trophies on my PlayStation 5, I've got an Xbox. I beat Starfield on my Xbox, but I will admit I was excited to possibly play these games on my PlayStation 5 and try and platinum them. Even though I don't really like Starfield, it would have been cool to pop some trophies and buy that game again. But here's this. We made these decisions for the long-term health of Xbox in mind and reaching more players. Now, they specifically talked in here as vaguely as possible. A lot of people are just basically joking about the fact that they still will not say what the games are. They just said, hey, 4 games that are Xbox exclusives are going to be coming to non-Xbox consoles. They're obviously being stupid. It's pretty obvious that the games are going to be Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded. Basically, Phil Spencer, his stupid, pointless hints were that it was going to be live service games that need to reach a bigger audience, that are over 2 years old. Okay, so that's definitely Sea of Thieves, that's definitely Grounded. So, these games to me, I never played a second of Pentiment. I heard it was a very good game. I think it's interesting that they're clearly trying to find a way to get extra cash beyond just the scope of Game Pass. They want to try and find a way to sell games to gamers, and let's face it, the freaking Nintendo Switch, I think, has sold 150 million consoles. I think they're up to 56 million PlayStation 5 sold. It's pretty clear that the whole strategy here is the idea of, okay, how can we get this huge untapped market to fork over cash to us for the games we already made, which I can't really blame them. That's definitely a smart move. Now, here's something I'm personally happy about. I'm obsessed with Diablo IV. I've got my big old Diablo IV tattoo. I have actually 500 hours in Diablo IV just on PS5. That's coming to Game Pass on March 28th. Hell yes. Diablo IV is so fun. Play that on Game Pass. It does have cross-save, cross-progression. I'm going to install it on my Game Pass just so I have another reason, another spot to play it. Okay, first-party games will continue to come to Game Pass on day one. So one of the leaks that clearly they're trying to put to bed is that there apparently was this rumor that somebody may start to charge $60 for their game up front, whether it is Bethesda or Activision Blizzard. There was talks that certain games that currently are slated to go to Game Pass maybe would have an upfront cost even on the Xbox. They have completely killed that rumor and said, nope, everything is coming to Xbox Game Pass that was already coming to Game Pass. They said Xbox Game Pass will only live on Xbox. So it sounds like there's no rumors of them trying to bring Game Pass to PS5 or Nintendo Switch, which there were actually a ton of rumors a couple years ago about maybe some sort of Xbox partnership. Maybe Microsoft gets Game Pass on Nintendo Switch. Apparently, that's dead. So here's the part that's actually the most curious to me. Exciting stuff about Xbox hardware coming up this holiday. So there was this tweet that they said, hey, Xbox is going to continue to be our flagship experience for console players, and we'll have more to share for you this holiday season. So I can't show it to you, but they already leaked the console during the Activision Blizzard FTC case. One of the Xbox lawyers attached a bunch of top secret documents that were unencrypted. It was a whole mess, but a bunch of top secret Xbox stuff that's not like super vital got leaked out. And one of them was this new console. It's like a little cylinder. It's a more streaming focused device, a purely digital Xbox that relies a lot on cloud. I still want to see it. Obviously, that was a CGI mock-up. I want to see the actual console itself. Here's the thing, though. I'm still curious because it sounds like Xbox is not trying to make an Xbox Pro, whereas PlayStation, there's rumors that they're about to make a PlayStation 5 Pro. So I'm going to be curious to see if PlayStation starts to get even more far ahead in general with console sales. Currently, the PlayStation 5 is outselling the Xbox 2-1 in most regions, 3-1 in certain regions. They are invested in the next-gen roadmap, focused on delivering the largest technical leap that you've ever seen in a hardware generation. So this is also one of the talks. People have kind of been talking about the idea that right now Sony admits the fact that there is already coming up on the end of the PS5. The PS5 is in the latter half of its life cycle, meaning that most consoles last about 4 years, 6 years. We're now about to be the fourth year of the PlayStation 5. So they're saying if this console lasts 6 years, that means they're already probably preparing for the PlayStation 6. This whole thing ended with them basically saying like, hey, okay, what comes next? What is Xbox after Xbox? And it sounds like they are basically confirming, yes, you will have a new Xbox console to play. The same way that we're going to have a PlayStation 6, there will be a new Xbox. To me, I think that's promising. This entire thing, I got to admit, I went into this with incredibly low expectations. I 100% believed a lot of the leaks about the fact that Xbox was going to start putting everything on PlayStation, maybe with like a 6-month delay or a 1-year delay. It sounds like only older stuff is going to get brought over, but to me, this is still cool. As a trophy hunter, as a person with 800 PlayStation 5 games who just uses his Xbox as a Game Pass machine, it's cool that they're going to try and take some stuff and bring it over to the PlayStation 5. So let me end with this. PlayStation gamers, Nintendo Switch gamers, I've talked about this in the past, but vote with your wallet is a double-edged sword. That means don't buy the games that you think suck, but you also need to purchase the cool stuff you actually want to support. If these games come to PlayStation 5, or if they come to Nintendo Switch, and they actually look good, be sure to buy them. Show Microsoft that this was a good choice. Personally, there was a lot of rumors and stuff that apparently they're talking about bringing Gears of War or even Halo over to freaking PlayStation 5. I'm going to buy the hell. I am obsessed with Gears of War. If they bring the Gears of War, especially the first 3, over to freaking PlayStation 5, I'm going to buy the hell out of that. Even if they just bring the multiplayer to Halo Infinite, I would definitely buy that and play that on the freaking PlayStation 5. But as it currently stands, I think this was a very good update. It actually made me, as a guy who owns an Xbox, excited to see what stuff they're attempting to do. It sounds like they're in pretty good shape despite some of the spooky, scary leaks and rumors that have been coming out. Now, if eventually Starfield comes to the PlayStation 5, I'll probably buy it and play it again. Hopefully is got some DLC and, you know, some fun included by the time that releases. But what do you guys think about the entirety of Xbox as it currently exists? Are you even caring about Xbox? Are you just playing freaking Helldivers all day like I am on the PlayStation 5? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to keep dreaming. Why did I talk like that? Oh my God, what a day. What a day. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, you know, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.